We say that, right?
Yeah, that's true. Normally we have class in the morning or in the afternoon, but never in the
Yeah.
evening, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How are
that's
you?
true. Fine, thanks. Today was a huge storm on the highway, amazingly, and even dangerous because at times trucks pass you, but they throw a huge amount of water that goes on
Hmm.
your it goes on your screen, so it is incredibly dangerous. It can be, I mean, it can cause an accident if you're not careful. So yeah, it was a good thing that we pulled over for 20 minutes, and then the rain was gone right after Aldama. You know where Aldama is, right?
Yeah. Here in Irapuato was the same. Suddenly, started raining, and it was just from one moment to other, and it was a strong raining.
It was strong,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it didn't last too long, right?
Well, I think that it's for stones because here in Los Arcos, it's still raining.
Oh,
not
really?
not as the beginning, but yes, a
Okay,
little bit.
okay. Well, let's begin with an interesting topic, which is how to deliver a good speech. We have a speech that we sometimes want to deliver, and these are the concepts that we have to bear in mind. Let's see how you like these concepts, Mickey. Let's take a look at them. Do you think you can read them, please?
Hmm.
With number
How
one,
to deliver a good speech. Identify your purpose, why you're speaking, know your audience, what are their aspirations, pains, and significance, why should the audience care, define your clear message, establish your structure, prepare a strong opening and a strong ending.
okay, so let's choose several audiences. Let's choose like one or two or three examples. Maybe one or two is enough for today. And let's think of audiences. What type of speeches would you give to people, and who would your audience be? Audience. Who would your
Mm,
audience be, depending on the type of speech that you deliver, Mickey?
young people, students.
Students. Students. Okay, that'd be your audience in some
Mhm.
cases, right? And now, why are you speaking to students? Why would you be speaking to students?
Mm, I don't know because I want to share a message with them, probably something that occurs to me and shows them how can they learn of that from that.
Okay, something that occurred to you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and okay, you want to teach them, you want to share your experience, right? Okay, that's very important. Now, what type of audience do you think you're going to have? What is the type of audience that you have?
Mm,
Are they going to be like very, what type of students are they going to be? Because there are many types of people.
yeah, yeah. Obviously, probably there must be people who's gonna pay attention, but there's gonna be people who really don't care about it.
But the people who care, why would they care? I mean, what is the bond between you and those people? What is the connection that you have established or that you are planning to establish with them?
Probably because they could uh, identify themselves with me or with something that I'm telling.
Okay, that's very important. With you, with Mickey, like what? What would identify them with you? Besides the fact that you are young, would they? Why would you be their inspiration? What would their aspiration be? Do you think that you can represent like a model for the young kids to start their own business, to do something that you do nicely or professionally? What would they like to do that you are doing currently?
Hmm. Uh, Probably a topic that will be interested from them, for them could be that sometimes we well, as students, we feel like this need to know um, what's gonna be our major or what we're gonna study, and sometimes you can feel desperate because you're not sure about it. So probably talk about this topic.
Okay. Perhaps something they would like to emulate could be the major that they can study. In other words, Mickey can give them advisory. Is that it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Advisory on what to study and why to study it. Would that it be?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So we already have the type of audience, their aspirations they would be aspiring to have a degree, right? A
Mm-hmm.
degree in business, a degree in trade, a degree in accounting, I don't know, so many things. Okay, now they find meaning in your speech, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Why do they value your speech so much?
Mm. Um, well, I think that people could give value to, for example, in this case, to a speech when they can um, feel like involved or be part of it.
Okay. All right, they are
So,
part of your speech. What else? And that is very
mm,
important, truly important.
what else? That they can share their ideas too. That is not like just listening. They can share their opinions, their thoughts.
But share opinions and thoughts. Okay, but they need to find something they admire you for. They would say, "Oh, this young man has a lot of experience, or has great ideas, or has started a business and the business is successful." Uh,
Hmm.
they must follow something they aspire. What would it be that they see in
Uh,
you, or they will see in you?
yeah, probably that I started my e-commerce since since university or since high school, and that probably they could aspire if they want to do that too. That they can do it too if I could do it.
Okay, so they will aspire to the same, right? That
Hmm.
would be one thing they wanted to emulate or copy or imitate.
Yeah.
Very good. That's very important. Well, that is why the audience care, right? Well, because they see themselves in you a little bit. They say, "Oh, that is me. Look, I'd like to be like him one day. I'd like to start my own business. I'd like to do this." So they start daydreaming, which is legal and is absolutely uh, plausible. Okay, now
Yeah.
let's begin with the message. What would the message be? What's the core message? What is the core message?
Mm, that if you really want to do something or achieve something in specific, if you put effort, time, and yeah, and it it converts you to your daily routine. I think that you can achieve it. That everything is possible. Um, Meanwhile, you're doing the core things
Okay,
while you're
perfect,
doing your things. Yeah.
perfect, excellent. Well, now let's okay, that's the message, right? And it is important to start with a strong opening and a strong closing. Before we deliver that speech, like remember Martin Luther King? I have a dream, and that dream that one day man will be free and this and that. Remember,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
that was pretty strong.
Hmm.
He had something in mind, right? To release, to make people free. which is not small feat, is not a small thing. Well, also this, if this is a great message, if you really want to do something or achieve something specifically, it becomes your daily routine while you are doing your current things. Well, that's a strong message. Now, how would the structure of your message be? I mean, you would deliver a speech that's going to be like 2, 3, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't know. How would you structure the message?
Probably I will start with a question.
A question. Like what question?
Probably. Uh, I don't know. Are you happy with yourself right now?
Okay. That's a good question. Absolutely. Let's
Yeah.
pretend they are, and let's pretend they are not.
Hmm.
Uh, how would you continue with the message? Because they can tell you, yes, I'm very happy, or well, no, I'm missing something. I need something else. How would you continue with your speech?
Um, Probably. If no is the answer, why is it? Why is it? Yeah.
Okay. If your answer is no, why? Why is that?
Why is that? Yeah.
Why is that? Well, this would be probably more like in the format of a monologue, right? Not necessarily a conversation, I don't think, but more like a monologue. You would be speaking. If you say no, it's because blah blah blah, and then continue with your speech, right?
Hmm.
And then you will reach the climax of your speech, and finally the closing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's think of a speech of what 3, 4 minutes, 4 minutes. So let's start, Mickey, and maybe we can record. Let's look for 1 minute first. 1 minute is more than fine. If you do more, it's excellent. If you do one, it's okay. But let's try to do no more, no less than 1 minute, Mickey, please. So you would give a speech. We would record it. Maybe while you're speaking, we are recording it,
Hmm.
and then we analyze it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, so the mic is yours, all yours, which is an easy thing for me to say, right? Okay. Now it's your
Yeah.
turn.
I need to record it in the WhatsApp group or
Yes,
just
please.
here
Yes,
in
yes,
the
yes.
station. Okay.
Yeah, yes, yes. We record in the WhatsApp group, and then we break it down and analyze it sentence by sentence, please.
Okay. I don't know what happened with Mitch.
Maybe she's coming back from the gym or something.
Yeah, the
It's
issue
too
here is
early.
that she would let me know if she wanted that I go for her or not, and she didn't send me a message. But
Oh,
the good part is that now it's not raining, and the gym is literally next up the street. So
oh, really? It's close. Ah, well, nice.
yeah.
Okay. And if she needs you to pick her up, just we take a little break. You go pick her up, and then we continue. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I sent her a message, but she haven't answered me.
Oh,
Oh well. Um,
okay.
can
Well,
can you put it again? Yeah.
all right.
Are you happy with yourself right now? If your answer is no, why is that? I think that it is normal for us, like young people, to have fears, to have dreams, to have many things in our mind that sometimes it is difficult to have an order. And I'm here to say that it is completely normal. Uh, I I was in the same place that you now, and I completely understand why is that and why happens to all of us. Um, at the beginning, I would say that the first thing that you need to do is no rush, because at the end, the time that you have is your time, and you don't need to compare with others, because at the end, it is your life. You're not living the life of others. So the first thing that I will recommend you to do is not compare with other people. No, don't use your social media to compare you, because I did that, and the result was bad, and it don't brings you anything good for your life or for the things that you want to ship. So you have your time, and your time is good. Everything that you're doing now is good. So that will be the first thing that I want to tell you. Second, if you're not completely sure of the things that you're doing, if you have like this fear of, you don't feel completely convinced that the things that you're doing are good for you or not, I think that it's necessary to always ask those questions in your head, and answer the questions by the things that you think and the things that you feel and the life that you want to achieve. If you don't feel that you're in the correct place, there's nothing bad if you move to another place, because we want to live the life that we want to that we have dreamed, not the life that someone dreams for us, or someone thought that will be the correct life. I don't know if continue, teacher, or I stop here.
This is really good. No, this is extremely good. Yeah, let's keep on. Maybe you have three, four, 5 points, whatever. That'd be
Hmm.
awesome. Please.
Okay, so yeah, that will be my second advice for you. The third one: if you're worried about money, if you're worried about the future, start right now. You don't need to have the last model of iPhone, the last new camera, the last laptop. You need to start with the things that you're doing, with the things that you have. Sorry, you don't need anything else, just you and your talent. And if you don't have money to buy um, the new the new cell phone to create social media, to create um, content to social media, if that's your dream, for example, because it was my dream for in the past, my advice for you is to start with the things that you have. That will be um, have a routine, establish your times, and no rush. Just post one day per day, and that will make you your routine. And at the end, you're gonna do it without realizing it that you're doing it. So yeah, I would say that it is necessary to establish a routine and start with the things that you have now. And the fourth one, um, learn. I think that is so important to learn something new. Probably not every day, but if you want to learn guitar, well, then start playing guitar, start studying music, start listening to guitar music, whatever. But you need to really focus on that and just not dream it. If you don't put enough time to do or practice something, obviously you're not going to achieve it. So if you have a dream, if you want to learn how to play chess, learn, um, I don't know, have a better shape, whatever, you need to put time, and you need to really focus on that. And that converts you in something that you do in your daily routine, as I mentioned. And when it is converted in a habit, well, it's like another another activity. So yeah, I think that it's necessary to focus on that and focus on the things that you are interested, because the time never uh, never gets back. Or how can I say it, teacher?
Never comes
Never
back.
never come back. Yeah, never comes back. Yeah, that will be
Awesome.
my message.
Very good. Very nice. Awesome. Very inspiring. Really, truly good, and very, very simple in a way that what you are expressing is very clear. but it's very profound too because you will be able to inspire kids, youngsters, and even some older people too, because the message is universal. This message that you are sharing with the people. You know what I'd like for you to do, if you dare, if you like.
Mm-hmm.
If you open up YouTube channel or an Instagram channel or wherever you can disclose regularly, disclose your ideas, your thoughts, your maybe motivational speeches. Um, that'd be really, really inspiring. And just as an experiment, not that you devote your time to that entirely or whatever, because I know that is time consuming. But why not? Why not doing an experiment like this, Mickey? Maybe delivering a speech similar to the one that you just did, and checking it against the audience, checking the speech against. Of course, your audience would be people who speak English, who speak good English. There are also many nationals that can read or can understand what you're saying. There will be lots of nationals
Mm-hmm.
too.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't be surprised, you shouldn't be surprised if American kids or English kids or German kids or Chinese or what type of kids react to your message. How would they react, right? That'd be very rewarding and very interesting. What do you think about the idea?
Yeah, to be honest, I would like to do that. It's something that I've been thinking about, and yeah, I want to create like this type of content because it was content that I consumed one day, and for example, I now I can see it in my brother. My brother now is in preparatory, and I saw the same problems that I passed. So it's like, yeah, I think that all youngsters, or how can I say it?
Youngsters, yes.
Yeah, passed for the same, and I think that if they do those advices or they listen to that, probably could help
Yeah,
them. Yeah.
yeah, that would be so rewarding that you're able to. You'd be so gratified by that. You'd be truly, truly happy by by simply delivering your speech, your conviction, what you honestly think. And here's Mitch. And then from there on, you'd be able to be rewarded. Let me say hello to Mitch.
Yeah.
Mitch,
Yes.
good evening. How are you?
Good evening, teacher. How's it going? Sorry for being this late. Uh, in the class of gym that I took almost every day of the week. Today
Yeah.
for the rain, all the classroom were uh, too wet because there are a lot of I don't know how to say goteras uh,
Leaks,
in leaks,
leaks,
leaks.
leaks,
Leaks
leaks.
in that room. We spent time cleaning it, and then we that's why we and finish this late. Sorry.
Yeah, no, don't worry. That happens. I mean, I wanted to come early to home and you saw the rain. It was awful. So,
Mm-hmm.
no, don't worry. Those things happen. But here you are. Let me tell you what we're working on. We're working on how to deliver effective, interesting, and intense speeches. Mickey just did one. Um, it is in the. You sent it to the group, right, Mickey?
Yeah.
Okay. It was a 5 minute speech. I thought it was like 1 or 2 minutes. 5 minutes 20. Wow. Wow. Well, that's very good timing. Well, what are the basis of this speeches, Mitch? Um, well, you can see here what we wrote. I wonder if you can write, if you can read this, Mitch, please. What is in orange? And orange is right here.
Mm-hmm.
You think you can read that, please?
Identify your purpose. Why are you speaking? Know your audience. What are their aspirations, pains, um, or pains? Add
Pains.
significant pains. Pains. Add significance. Why should the audience care? Define your clear message. Establish your structure. Prepare a strong opening and a strong ending.
Yeah, that is it. That's it. What people need to do is to first of all, why identify or establish or define or determine why you are speaking, why you are saying something to somebody. Maybe if I am a parent, I want to educate my daughters. I want to show them something. I want to take care of them. I want to show them love. I tell them something because I want them to be safe. I want them to take advantage of time. I want them to, I mean, there are so many messages that parents tell their kids. You tell your boyfriend, Mickey tells his girlfriend, you tell your friends, you tell your neighbors something with a purpose. Establishing that purpose is key to a good speech. Why do you want to convey a message? Right? So let's think of a short discourse or speech that you want to give to someone, Mitch, and then we're going to listen to your speech and Mitch's speech. First of all, what do you want to say? And second, to whom do you want to say that? And third, why do you want to say that? Anything that you want to say. Okay? So
Mm,
tell us something that you want to say to anybody.
I would like to say uh, the the directives from the Instituto to remove a useless subject that it's not just me, it's everybody who's are agree that that subject is just to it's very bad implemented to the to the scholar system.
Okay, let me see if this makes sense. The directives, okay, express, so in show, Mitch, I'm going to talk in third person. Mitch wants to show the directives from Instituto Irapuato to remove, or that need to be removed, right?
Hmm.
That need to be removed. Why do you want them to be removed? They are useless subjects that everybody agree that
There
are
is one subject, just one
okay.
subject.
There is a useless
Uh-huh.
subject that everybody agree that is very bad. That
It's very
is
bad implemented in the scholar system.
very badly implemented in the scholar system. Okay, Mitch wants to do that. All right, very good. That's your message, and that message you want to give it uh, to whom? To the students, to the parents, to the teachers, to the directors. Whom do you want to hear to listen to your speech, Mitch?
Mm, the directives of Instituto.
Are the managers of Instituto. Okay. Why would they be happy listening to you or even attentive? Why would they be curious or why would they listen to you? You come as a student and tell them, excuse me, dear directors, dear managers, I have something to tell you. Why would they say, yeah, give us your speech? We have 5 minutes or 10 or 15 or 20.
Mm, because this subject in case it's not a subject at all. It's like a program which gives us in different groups of students in an hour, which is very well implemented in the schedule. And the idea, I think it's pretty good, the idea that they have about that subject, but the way that they implemented it to us, which is program, it doesn't working, and I would prefer that they improve that that subject instead of remove it, but they don't do anything about it. And I don't know if they are conscious that that subject doesn't work that the way that they want to. Uh, and that's the case.
Okay, very nice. Thank you very much, Mitch. Mickey, what do you think Mitch needs to add to her speech, to her presentation? Because she's making a strong case. She finds something that is not good from the Instituto, but she needs to elaborate. She needs to convince the managers. What else does she need to do to improve her presentation?
Mm, I think that first of all, they need to. She needs to shows to the directors that why it is not good implemented. I think that is necessary to not just mention it, but shows them why it is not why it is bad implemented.
The proofs.
Yeah, the proofs, because a lot of people could say that, but there's not like a clear
Proof,
reason.
right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Show proof of the fact. Okay, I believe that is a great suggestion.
yeah.
I would say my own suggestion is that you add emotion to your speech. Add emotion. It is very convincing when people come to ask for something and they show emotion,
What
because
do you
that's
mean?
emotion that you are either very strong, very worried, very uh, excited if they're going to do something. Hey, I know that you're going to change this program. I'm very happy, great, fantastic. If you come in a dull or very solemn way of expressing your thoughts, dear directors, I suggest that you need to change the class because it's really not very well implemented. That is my petition. Thank you very much. They will probably forget in the next 5 minutes. If you
Mm-hmm.
show emotion, teachers, please listen to me. This is very important. This is for the benefit of Instituto, and I am the person that is representing 50 students or 100 or whatever, and they all have their claims, and they all are very unhappy, and they are eager, and they are convinced that you can fix it. So please listen to my suggestion. Well, I'm just exaggerating a little bit, but if you add emotion, it's probably more persuasive than if we simply deliver a dull, emotionless speech. What do you think with that about that, Mitch? You agree?
Pretty good. It's something that could work, but unfortunately, I saw that some students try to put emotion in their petition, but they don't still convince or they don't have time to pay us that attention. Then, which other advice do you think that could work?
Well, there must be grounds for that change, and also sometimes it's very effective that you do the argument. If nothing happens, what if not? If you guys don't do this, if the uni or if Instituto doesn't 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 do this, this is the risk. You show them that also there is a huge risk by not taking action now, right? I mean, we're going to start losing students. We're going to get a bad name. We're going to get a bad reputation. The Secretary of Education is going to find out. It's going to give us a huge fine. I mean, whatever you can
Hmm.
express all the possible risks of not taking action now, right? And the other element, I don't know, Mickey, you want to add something else?
Mm, well, yeah, as you mentioned, shows them the consequences, because I know of that issue for Mitch, and because I'm in the students group of the Instituto, and the majority of people are claiming about about the class because, for example, there are schedules where I don't know they finish classes at 10 a.m. and they have this class that is only 1 hour and at 3 p.m. So the rest of the
Oh,
hours are
it's
hours
loaded.
that are empty, and or you go to your house. But for example, in our case, Mitch and me, we live here in Los Arcos and we need to go back to Instituto for one class that sometimes you don't do anything special because I think that in occasions they have like, now you're gonna draw something, or you're gonna, classes are really unnecessary. So
Neither
Oh,
that.
okay. Well, perfect. So we have good material to deliver a speech. Now let's work on the speech. So, Mitch, please, what do you think you can do? 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes for your argument while we record it, or I mean, while you record it and send it to the group, please. You think we can do that?
Okay.
Okay, well, so we're ready. The microphone is yours, and good luck,
What?
Mitch.
uh, I need to express my idea now.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's the exercise.
Okay. Um.
And
Uh.
record it too, please. Make sure that
Okay.
you
Okay.
record
Okay.
it in
Okay.
the
Okay.
cell
Okay.
phone.
Okay. Okay. Um. Hey, directors. I need. I have a petition. I have a request. Me and a lot of students of my generation, the generation next to us, we're very concerned that the program DIP it's not working with us. And I'm going through the point since now because it's very concerning that you don't have empathy with us that I don't know if you're conscious that this program it's not working that the way you would like to you like to uh, most of us have a very different schedules. I don't know who was the idea who who meets the groups with other careers which we don't have relation to. I don't know if what was a kind of social strategy, but in this case, we're not children anymore, and this kind of strategies don't fit us in this context. I we liked very much your idea to implement a program, but this is not the way. And the we are not doing something special either. We're the most of the times we're just being act of present most of our classes, and some of us really don't live near to the instituto. We spend gasoline, we waste our time doing nothing if we wait here like more than 5 hours. It's not just fair. We all this group that we are more like 70 of us, or more than 100. Um, we want we want to change. We demand a change. Then uh, we will we are going to have to talk with mayor authorities or
Okay, very good. I loved it. Very pretty strong. Let me see. Pretty threatening too. You're going to the, as they say, you're going to the throat like this.
I get excited. Sorry.
No, no, no. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Let's get comments. First of all, I would like to listen to you to Mickey's speech. and please write your feedback. I don't know if in WhatsApp, or you can write your feedback in terms of these drivers. These are the drivers. First, I'm going to put numbers here. You would say driver number one, he did an excellent job. Number two, he did an almost perfect job. Driver number two, etc. That you establish how much you like the different drivers. And we have 6 drivers in this exercise only. So identify your purpose, know your audience, what are their aspirations. That means that you know what the people, your audience, wants to listen. You know what they want, what they are expecting. You know
Mhm.
the significance. You know, for example, you know that the managers, if they do a bad job, you know that very well because you say, you're telling them, if you don't do this, we're going to go to the major authorities. So it's almost a threat. So they know that they have their job in jeopardy, right? So they need to take action or else, right? So that's
Oh,
pretty strong. And then the message is clear, and you establish your structure and prepare a strong ending. So, all right. So let's listen to Mickey's speech, Mitch,
okay.
and give your feedback on these 6 items, please. Can you? And
Okay.
then you do the same, Mickey, please. You
Okay,
listen
sure.
to Mitch's speech, and maybe type or write or do something to take notes of to make your comments, and then we share them with each other, right? Please.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna listen to
Okay.
them here. It's in the group.
Mm-hmm.
If your answer is no, why is that? I think that it is normal for us, like young people, to have fears, to have dreams, to have many things in our mind that sometimes it is difficult to have an order. And and I'm here to say that it is completely normal. Uh, I was in the same place that you know, and I completely understand why is that and why happens to all of us. Um, at the beginning, I would say that the first thing that you need to do is no rush, because at the end, the time that you have is your time, and you don't need to compare with others, because at the end, it is your life. You're not living the life of others. So the first thing that I would recommend you to do is not compare with other people. Um, no, don't use your social media to compare you, because I did that, and the result was bad, and it don't brings you anything good for your life or for the things that you want to shape. So you have your time, and your time is good. Everything that you're doing now is good. So that would be the first thing that I want to tell you. Second, if you're not completely sure of the things that you're doing, if you have like this fear, or if you don't feel completely convinced that the things that you're doing are good for you or not, I think that is necessary to always ask those questions in your head, and answer the questions by the things that you think, and the things that you feel, and the life that you want to shape. If you don't feel that you're in the correct place, there's nothing bad if you move to another place, because we want to live the life that we want to that we have dreamed, not the life that someone dreams for us, or someone thought that will be the correct life, you know. I don't know if continue, teacher, or I stop here.
This is really good. No, this is extremely good. Yeah, let's keep on. Maybe you have 3, 4, 5 points, whatever. That'd be awesome.
Okay.
Please.
So yeah, that will be my second advice for you. The third one, if you're worried about money, if you're worried about the future, start right now. You don't need to have the last model of iPhone, the last new camera, the last laptop. You need to start with the things that you're doing, with the things that you have. Sorry, you don't need anything else, just you and your talent. And if you don't have money to buy the new cell phone to create social media, to create content to social media, if that's your dream, for example, because it was my dream for in the past, my advice for you is to start with the things that you have. That would be have a routine, establish your times, and no rush. Just post one day per day, and that will make you your routine. And at the end, you're gonna do it without realizing that you're doing it. So yeah, I would say that it is necessary to establish a routine and start with the things that you have now. And the fourth one, learn. I think that is so important to learn something new. Probably not every day, but if you want to learn guitar, well then start playing guitar, start studying music, start listening to guitar music, whatever. But you need to really focus on that and just not dream it. If you don't put enough time to do or practice something, obviously you're not gonna achieve it. So if you have a dream, if you want to learn how to play chess, learn I don't know, have a better shape, whatever, you need to put time and you need to really focus on that, and that converts you in something that you do in your daily routine, as I mentioned. And when it is converted in a habit, well, it's like another activity. So yeah, I think that it's necessary to focus on that and focus on the things that you are interested, because the time never gets back. Or how can I say it, teacher? Never comes back. Never comes back. Yeah, never comes back. Yeah, that would be my message.
Okay, truly good. Nice to meet you.
Hey, directors. I have a petition. I have a request. Me and a lot of students of my generation, the generation next to us, we're very concerned that the program DEEP it's not working with us. And I'm going through the point science now, because it's very concerning that you don't have empathy with us, that I don't know if you are conscious that this program it's not working that the way you would like to. You like to. Most of us have a very different schedules. I don't know who was the
Oops.
who was the idea who meets the groups with other careers which we don't have relation to. I don't know if what was a kind of social strategy, but in this case, we're not children anymore, and this kind of strategies don't fit us in this context. We like very much your idea to implement a program, but this is not the way. And we are not doing something special either. The most of the times we're just being act of present most of our classes, and some of us really don't live near to the Instituto. We spend gasoline, we waste our time doing nothing. If we wait here like more than 5 hours, it's not just fair. We all this group that we are more like 70 of us, or more than 100. We want to change. We demand a change. Then we are going to have to talk with major authorities, or I don't know.
Okay. Very good job, guys, both of you. So I'm anxious to read your comments.
I don't know how to express my ideas in Spanish neither. Of course, not in English too.
Start with something simple. What is it that you like, or what is it that you don't like, and it needs a change? It's usually easier to start with something simple, and then you elaborate from there. You finish, Mickey? You have something?
Yes, sure. Yeah, my opinion of the Mitch message.
Yes, please. What did you notice? What did you like? What can you recommend to make it a bit better, or if you think that it's fit, it's accurate, or in general, how would you describe it? Let me take
Well, I
notes.
think that Mitch, since the beginning, uh, established her message. So
Okay, then so the
that's,
message was clear, right?
yeah, was clear. At my point of view, probably I consider that the way that she did, it's a little bit, how can I say, threatened or a little bit.
The style
mm,
is a bit, I think it's very threatening.
yeah,
Well, but it's a
threatening.
matter of style. It's a matter of
Hmm.
style. I
Yeah.
mean, she's brave. She's I mean, valiant, and it's a matter of style. Some people are like that. One of my brothers is like that. My mom is like that. My girlfriend is like that. I am not like that. I am a bit more
I'm not either.
cautious, or a bit more. Yeah, but I mean, I don't see it as something bad. Actually, I think it's something positive. It's a matter of styles. It's like when you see two teams playing soccer, Mickey, you would see, oh, that team is very technical, maybe Germany. But another one is very extravagant and daring and tries this and that, maybe Argentina or Brazil. I don't know. I
Yeah,
think it's a
yeah.
matter of style. But okay,
Hmm.
but I'm interrupting. Thank you, Mickey. Thanks for the
Yeah, no,
comment.
don't worry.
Let's continue then.
I think that sometimes that could provocate a negative answer because I think that when people feel threatened, could respond like in a negative way. I think so. Not always, but in some cases, yes. As I mentioned, Mitch has her message very clear. She established the causes why she think that um, the class is not worth for them, and I think that at the end of the message, she's very strong and clear. So yeah, I think that it's a good message. Probably she's emotional, and that's why, for me, um, how can I say this? I don't feel like. Mm, I don't know if the word is empathize or I don't.
Okay,
I can
well,
add something.
yeah, say that again, Mitch.
I can add something.
Yeah, of course, please.
Hmm. Yeah.
Actually, I think it is a misunderstanding in my message. That's my mistake. When I said we're going to talk with major authorities, I was referring. I mean, if I was talking with the directive of this program, the program DIP, uh, is a normal worker, but I was talking to talk as a major authority, like the director or the rector or rector. I don't know how to say rector in English.
The dean
The
of
dean,
Instituto.
dean, yeah,
Okay,
him.
all right. So, how would you rephrase that last message? How would you say it with other
Mm,
words?
we are going to have with your superiors.
To talk.
We're going
Okay.
yeah, yeah, to talk.
To your bosses. Okay. You think that this is a little bit milder, less strong, you think?
Yeah, because I think some people could think, ah, you are going to bring me the police up here.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what I like a lot, well, I like the speech. I find it pretty strong, as Mickey says. He says that, well, look at what Mickey says. And I would like you
Mhm.
to eventually comment on this. First, I'd like to listen to your comments about Mickey's speech, and then we discuss both your answer and Mickey's answer. Do you think that your ideas are more or less summarized here, Mickey?
Mm,
Your comments are more or less summarized.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, now let's listen to Mitch's speech about Mickey's performance, please. What do you want? What do you wish to comment about his speech, Mitch, please?
He gave us how can I say this? I don't know. Uh, an introduction, a very well introduction to introduce us to the subject. um, and that kind of introduction, it really attaches.
Is really what?
It really how can I say, nos llama la atención. Uh,
It can be flashy or
it can be flashy.
it's really flashy or enticing. Enticing, that is, yeah, right, yeah,
Mhm.
flashy, enticing. It drags your attention.
Okay. We can feel his sympathy to us, the audience, like if we can identify as some situation that he's mentioning, that we could get identified at the same time uh, we could be feel like in company of someone. Um,
Okay.
the thing that I could, how can I say this? Modify could be he took everything pretty rushed. I mean, what all the subjects in just one way. I could maybe, well, for example, I have AHD. I don't know. Um, the best. Maybe it's better to separate the subject in sections to maintain us all kind of people in attention. Um, because maybe we some people could get lost with too much information in just one hit. But yeah, as I said, we could feel identified for him. We can feel his company, and that's something pretty great.
It's a very nice summary. I tend to agree in most of what you said. I think you're right. Um, of course, the circumstances are different, but even if the circumstances are different, your suggestions are very good. It's a good idea to break down some comments. If you are going to deliver a 5-minute speech, you also want to vary the pitch of your voice, right? Not to have it very flat. Well, it's nice because it's like soothing, right? It's a soothing voice. It's like voice of a friend who's speaking to you. So he's calm, he's
Mhm.
relaxed, he's giving you a suggestion, like if he's chatting to his brother or sister or family or close friends. So it's a soothing expression, right? It's not like I'm sure that if he was uh, threatening someone who is a relative or a close friend, his tone of voice would be different, right? All right. For example, hey, that is my car. You don't touch it, right? Or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, but I'm just assuming, right? Like, for example, very briefly, one day, my attorney that is helping us with a case here in a tract of land here in Leon said to me, the person that can take the tract of land away from your group can do this and that and that. And I told him, like, wait, Mr. Lawyer, that man is not going to see 1 square meter of the land in the best of the cases. So he got the message because he turned pale. But the circumstances also dictate your mood. I don't know if you agree with that or not, Mickey or Mitch.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think that when you are in the circumstance, obviously your tone of voice change, your tempo in general, and of course, I think that it is important to try to simulate those situations because I think that more than the message, the way how you say the message, it is more important.
Yeah, the body language, right? How you do it, how you deliver it,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw the movie The Godfather.
No, I haven't.
Oh, come on.
It's
Well,
one of my movie lists. Yeah, but no, I haven't.
I'm gonna I'm gonna
I'm gonna
ask
see it
you.
today. The first
Well,
one.
if you can, I'd love you guys to watch the movie. In particular, well, there are sacred scenes that are immortal scenes. Like, for example, in one of those scenes, the Godfather tells his client, "Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I'm gonna make him an offer he cannot refuse." Right? That's one of the classics. Uh,
Yeah.
and he says that in a quiet voice. He doesn't yell. He doesn't get too grumpy or anything. He says that in a soothing voice, but he's so scary that the man goes away reassured. Watch the movie, please. If you allow me to give you a good suggestion, watch the movie The Godfather. You're gonna love the movie, and it's gonna be a good element for discussion.
Yeah. I'm gonna start to see the first one.
All
Only
right.
probably one part because I think that the movie uh,
It's extensive. It's long. I think it's 2 or 3 hour
3 hours
long.
more or less. Yeah.
2 or 3 hours
Hmm.
each.
Yeah.
But well,
Michael
okay.
Corleone or what's the name?
Michael
Yeah.
Corleone, and
Um,
yeah, The Godfather. Well, it's with Marlon Brando and Al
Al
Pacino.
Pacino. Yeah. I
Great
know that.
actors.
Yeah, but
Okay.
yes, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Well, let me give you some suggestion. If you guys have the opportunity to start a YouTube channel or an Instagram channel, and then maybe start recording this type of exercises, and when you deem they are okay, you can share them with your friends, family. And if not, we just use them privately just for class discussion. But if you can share them, if you feel the confidence to share that with family and friends or open audience, that would be awesome.
Yes, sure. Yeah, of course.
Actually, I was thinking to open a TikTok channel or an Instagram channel with reels, like I don't know, try to talk about any kind of subject. Of course, subject that I in my domain. I'm not going to talk
Okay.
about extreme mathematics if I'm privately,
All right.
but like a little personal project.
Awesome. That would be fantastic. Well, yeah, start working on that then, please. That'd be awesome. And tomorrow I have to be in Aguascalientes at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then I finish at 10, and then I have a meeting from 11 to 12. Probably the meeting can be extended 1 or 2 hours, maybe even three. So the latest it should finish is at 2. It shouldn't finish beyond 2. So I should be back in Leon at 4. But I'm in the highway. So the latest I should be here 4:30. I don't think any later than that. What do you think, guys? Should we schedule the class at 4:30, 5? What is the best?
Yes, sure.
Mm,
Well, for me, there's no problem because I know that we have, well, that could be one pending class, and tomorrow could be the second pending class, and then the the other three. For me, there's no
The other
issue,
3
but I don't know,
classes.
Mitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. What about you, Mitch?
yeah, maybe 3:30 or 4 could be great.
3:30
Oh
or 4?
well,
Okay.
depending. I know that you're gonna be on highway, and probably 4:30 will be better for you.
Yeah, but why don't I give you a heads up? I tell you, hey, I'd finish at 1.
Yeah.
I'm heading home, and
Okay.
I'll be there at 3. I'll give you a heads up, and that way you can plan your day. What about
Yes,
that?
sure, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Take care.
Mitch, good.
Mhm.
All right. Well, thank you, Mitch, Mickey. Thank you for your understanding, and sorry for the delay, but here we did it at least.
No,
Yes,
no
sure. Don't
worry,
worry.
teacher.
Thank you for your time. Take
Thanks
care.
to you.
Take care. Have a good
See
night.
you,
Take
teacher.
care.